Joining us once again is Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist. Derrell, it's been a year since we've had any real cattle numbers to deal with, but now we have the 2014 cattle inventory out. What do we learn there?
Well, you know, we didn't get a mid-year report last year, so this report was long awaited in terms of exactly what happened to us last year and what it tells us about this year. So, you know, the all cattle and calves inventory was pretty much as expected. It was down about 1.8%. We did continue liquidating last year. The beef cow number was down a little bit less than 1%, 0.9%. So a much smaller liquidation we've seen in the last couple of years, but still down. Dairy cow numbers were essentially unchanged from a year ago. The beef replacement heifers were up about 1.7. That was also anticipated. In fact, there were some thought it would be a little higher than that, but it was still up at that level. Dairy replacement heifers were unchanged from a year ago. The estimated feeder supply, when you work through the inventory numbers and the cattle on feed number, was down 2.7%. And the 2013 calf crop, again, was smaller by about 1% from the 2012 calf crop.
All right, so that's national numbers. Let's talk about Oklahoma specifically.
You know, in Oklahoma, the all cattle inventory actually increased a little bit, 4.3 million head year-over-year increase. The beef cow herd was up a little bit in Oklahoma after liquidating significantly in 2011 and 2012 at 1.805 million head. The dairy cow numbers were down slightly, about 2.2% at 45,000 head. Beef replacement heifers showed a sharp increase in Oklahoma, 325,000 head. That's up 16.1% from a year earlier. Our feeder supply was up about 4.9%, and the Oklahoma calf crop for 2013 was unchanged from 2012 levels.
All right, that's a lot of data. Help us understand what that means for 2013, this year we just finished.
Well, again, this report was fairly well anticipated. We did confirm that we continued liquidating the cow herd a little bit. The all cattle inventory was a little smaller. So all of those things were pretty much as anticipated in terms of setting it up. You know, we did see some increase in places like Oklahoma. So several of the larger states, some states showed an increase in beef cow numbers, and particularly the increase in replacement heifers in some of these states.
All right, that's the year that was, but what about right now? What do these numbers tell us about our situation here in February?
Well, as we stand here today, this report has a couple of implications going into 2014. One is that the feeder cattle supply is smaller again, so we understand the high prices we have now in terms of the limited feeder supply going forward. Part of that is due to the fact that the calf crop was a little smaller last year. Part of it is due to the fact the increase in replacement heifers. And so those are all things that were anticipated. It means that we're going to continue to see tighter feeder supplies as we go forward. And the other part of it is the increase in replacement heifers says that once again we are set up to see some potential herd expansion this year. Obviously it's going to depend on forage conditions as we get into the growing season. Springtime will be critical, but certainly the numbers are there. I think the economic signals are there and producers are ready to do it. It's just now a question of whether we have the forage conditions that allow us to follow through with that.
All right, plenty to keep an eye on then. Derrell Peel, Livestock Marketing Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.